Words of affirmation. For some people, words are everything. Not grand speeches or long letters. Just simple, honest words that say, I see you. I appreciate you. I am glad you are in my life. A genuine compliment lands in their chest like sunlight. A heartfelt text on an ordinary Tuesday means more to them than any expensive gift ever could. Hearing I am proud of you or you handled that really well fills something deep in them that nothing else can reach. But the opposite hits just as hard. Harsh words don't just sting for this person, they stay. For days. Sometimes years. A cutting remark in a moment of anger can undo months of love. They are not needy. They are not fishing for compliments. They simply feel love most powerfully through language, and without it, even the most devoted relationship can quietly feel empty. What they need most is simple. Say it out loud often. Because for this person, the words are not just words. The words are the love itself. Acts of service. For some people, love is not something you say. It is something you do. Washing the dishes without being asked. Filling the car with petrol before a long drive. Booking a doctor's appointment they kept putting off. Cooking a meal after a long day without making it a big deal. These things seem small. They are not small. For someone whose love language is acts of service, every thoughtful action says, I was thinking about you. I wanted your life to be easier. You matter enough for me to move. Words without action feel hollow to this person. Hearing I love you while they carry everything alone feels like nothing. But a quiet, practical gesture, done without being asked and without expecting recognition, says more than 1,000 words ever could. They are not looking for someone to do everything. They are looking for a partner who notices. Who pays attention. Who loves them in motion, not just in words. Receiving gifts. This is the most misunderstood love language of all. The moment someone says gifts are their language, people assume they are materialistic. Shallow. Focused on things instead of people. But that completely misses the point. For someone whose love language is receiving gifts, it is never about the object. It is about what the object represents. It is the proof that in the middle of an ordinary day, at a shop, on a walk, scrolling through their phone, someone saw something and thought of them. The gift is the thought made visible. And the thought is the love. A small chocolate bar bought because they mentioned they liked it means more than an expensive dinner with no real presents. A birthday remembered and marked with intention means everything. A birthday forgotten, even once, can leave a wound they struggle to explain even to themselves. What they need most is not luxury. They need to know that when you are out in the world without them, they still cross your mind. Quality time. Put the phone down. That is it. That is the entire love language. For someone whose love language is quality time, nothing says love more powerfully than full, undivided, completely present attention. Not sitting in the same room on separate screens. Not half listening while the television plays in the background. Real presence. Eyes up. Mind here. Fully in this moment together. They do not need expensive dates or grand romantic plans. They need you to choose them. Deliberately. Without distraction. When they are talking and the other person keeps glancing at their phone, it does not just feel rude. It feels like rejection. Like they are not worth the full attention of the person who claims to love them. But when someone shows up completely, phone away, eyes present, genuinely there, it fills them in a way that words and gifts and gestures simply cannot reach. What they need most is not just your time. It is your presence inside that time. And those are two very different things. Physical touch. This one is not about romance. Let us be clear about that first. Physical touch as a love language is about human connection through the body. A hand on the shoulder during a hard conversation. A long hug after a terrible day. Sitting close enough to feel another person's warmth. A simple squeeze of the hand in a quiet moment that says, I am here. You are not alone. For this person, touch is the fastest, most direct route to feeling loved and safe. Without it, even the most devoted and generous relationship can feel strangely cold and distant. They are not being inappropriate. They are not being clingy. They are simply wired to receive love through physical presence. And in a world that increasingly replaces closeness with messages, this love language can leave a person feeling profoundly lonely even when surrounded by people who care about them. What they need most is to not be left untouched in the difficult moments. A hand. A hug. A simple, steady physical reminder that says, you are loved. And I am right here. 5 languages. 1 need. To feel loved in a way that actually reaches you. Gary Chapman's insight was never about categories or personality types. It was about something far simpler and far more important. The The people we love cannot feel what we do not express in a language they understand. You can love someone with everything you have. And if you are speaking the wrong language, they will feel none of it. So learn their language. Ask them what makes them feel loved. Pay attention. And speak it, even when it doesn't come naturally. Especially then. Because the greatest act of love is not finding someone who loves you the way you want to be loved. It is choosing to love someone the way they need to be loved. Drop a like if this changed how you see your relationships. Share it with someone you love. And subscribe to the channel for more breakdowns like this every week. I'll see you in the next one.